In today's episode, we're looking at one of the most critically acclaimed and commercially successful bands from the British rhythm and blues scene, the Spencer Davis Group, who had 10 UK charting singles between 1964 and 1968, including 4 in the top 10 and 2 UK number ones. Their 3 studio LPs, featuring the classic lineup, all charted high in the UK album charts. The band was formed in Birmingham in 1963 by guitarist Spencer Davis, with brothers Steve Winwood and Muff Winwood on keyboards and bass guitar respectively, and Pete York on drums. They performed on the pub circuit as the Muff Woody Jazz Band and later as the Rhythm and Blues Quartet. They came to the attention of Chris Blackwell of Island Records, who signed them up and became their producer. The bulk of their 1960s recordings are on the Fontana label, who pressed and distributed Island Records releases until around 1967. Their first LP, simply titled Their First LP, was released in 1965 and comprised covers of blues and rhythm and blues songs from the likes of John Lee Hooker, Ike Turner, the Righteous Brothers and Rufus Thomas. Their cover of the song Dimples, included here, was the band's first professional recording. The LP also contains one track with a shared writing credit of the whole group, plus 2 original songs from their singer and multi-instrumentalist Steve Winwood. This is on the familiar Black and Silver label in mono only, under the catalogue number TL5242. It includes the recording first published notices, and the rim text includes an all rights reserved notice. It is a textured label. The inner bag is a plain die-cut paper sleeve with a polythene liner. The LP cover is a front laminated flip-back type, but with a paste-over slick to the rear carrying the sleeve notes and partially hiding the flip-back turn-ins. The sleeve manufacturer is not credited. The spine of the cover displays the band name and the catalogue number, but no album title. This record is currently valued in the guide for a mint copy at £90. Their first LP was an instant success, reaching number 6 in the album chart. They followed this up with an even bigger success, titled their second album, Why Not? This peaked at number 3 in the chart and features covers of songs by Curtis Mayfield, Ivory Joe Hunter and Bobby Parker. This LP also includes 2 original songs from the band, plus their first number 1 single, Keep On Running. This is on the Black and Silver Fontana label in mono only, under the catalogue number TL5295. The label states recording first published 1966, and the rim text shows the all rights reserved notice. There is now a credit on the label and the LP cover for Island Records. This one comes in a die-cut plain paper inner sleeve, and the LP cover is a front laminated Fontana type flipback with the pasted over slick. The sleeve manufacturer is not given a credit. The spine displays the band name, the album title and the catalogue number, and this one is valued in the guide at £80 for a mint copy. The Spencer Davis Group's final album, featuring the original lineup, was called Autumn 66, and this one reached number 4 in the NME UK album chart. It featured a similar blend of cover songs and original compositions to their earlier 2 LPs. The musical genres of blues, soul and folk music are all represented here, with tracks such as Dust My Blues, Mean Woman Blues, When a Man Loves a Woman, which had been recorded by Percy Sledge, and the traditional country blues song, The Midnight Special. The LP closes with Somebody Help Me, which was taken from the album as a single and became the group's second and final UK number 1. Again, it's on the Silver and Black label. It's in mono only under the catalogue number TL5359. The label text no longer includes the recording first published wording, and the rim text shows the all rights reserved notice. Both the label and sleeve state an Island Records production. The inner bag is a plain die-cut paper sleeve with a polythene liner, and the LP cover is a front laminated regular flipback sleeve with no mention of the manufacturer. The spine displays the record company name, the artist and the LP title, but no catalogue number, and this one is valued for a mint copy at £60. Over the winter of 1966 to 1967, the group released two more massive hit singles, Gimme Some Lovin and I'm a Man, both of which sold over 1 million copies, and both were mastered by the legendary producer Jimmy Miller, just prior to his golden period when he produced 5 consecutive LPs for the Rolling Stones from 1968 to 1973. In 1967, Steve Winwood left the Spencer Davis Group to form the band Traffic, and Muff Winwood took a role as an A&R man for Island Records. Other musicians were brought in to take their places, and with this new lineup, the Spencer Davis Group recorded an LP entitled With Their New Face On, which was released on the United Artists label in 1968. All tracks were original compositions from Spencer Davis or the group, and these songs demonstrated a shift in a musical style towards psychedelic pop. The album was unfortunately less popular than its predecessors, and it failed to chart. The new lineup also recorded several songs for the soundtrack to the British comedy film Here We Go Round the Mulberry Bush, curiously appearing alongside Steve Winwood's new band Traffic. The Spencer Davis Group released 4 singles throughout 1968, only one of which, entitled Mr. Second Class, was a chart hit, a minor one at that. The Spencer Davis Group also appeared alongside Traffic on the Island compilation LP You Can All Join In. Their contribution was the track Somebody Help Me, appearing on side 2, which had been taken from an Island Records compilation entitled The Best of the Spencer Davis Group. You Can All Join In is on Island Records' Pink label with a large white lowercase letter I, and was under the catalogue number IWPS2. The label states Made in England as part of the rim text. The inner bag is a plain die-cut paper sleeve with a polythene liner. The LP cover is a front laminated non-flipback type, and this advertises Island Records artists and LPs to the rear. The manufacturer of the sleeve has not been credited. Shortly after the release of this label sampler You Can All Join In, and likely due to their recent run of singles struggling to make an impact in the charts, the Spencer Davis Group disbanded in 1969. This concludes my brief rundown of the Spencer Davis Group's 1960s recordings and releases. Thanks very much for your time. That's your lot for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did like the video, please make sure you subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. See you next time.